everybody? It's your boy Pitts. Pitt Sports Zone Bowie TV coming to you live. Listen, it's going down all things HBCUs. And who else better to start it off with them Bowie State Bulldogs? We coming to you, Bowie State Bulldogs, total access. We got the Morgan State Bears. Listen, all HBCUs information, all HBCU news, sporting events, updates. You get it live here with Pitt Sports Zone, Bowie TV, Comcast Channel 77. Verizon Channel 11 is going down. Don't you miss a beat.
Listen, it's only the beginning because it's early still.
And
we're going to be here all day.
All day.
What's going on, everybody? How you doing? I'm your host, Terrence Pitts, a.k.a. Pitts. Pitt Sports Zone, Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio, Bowie TV, coming to you live. Got a great one today. Again, you heard us a couple weeks ago. We had 3 coaches on. We're kicking off that 2025 HBCU Softball Classic. Who none other than kick it off with than our very own CIAA opponents, Mr. Steve Wallace, Livingstone College. How you doing today, sir?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing amazing. Thank you for joining me tonight.
It was a pleasure.
So, Coach Wallace, you're not new to the show, right? Because we had you on before when we were talking. It was a show called The Talk, The Rise, the Awareness, and Impact of HBCU Athletics. You was on for that show. But if you can you just give a little background again for those who may have missed that for the viewers and listeners?
Oh, you talking about maybe 2 years ago, or?
No, if you could give a little background of yourself to the viewers and listeners.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Steve Wallace. I'm a graduate of Virginia State University. I'm originally from Washington State, and this is my 27th year coaching college athletics. Let's see. I've coached volleyball and basketball at Virginia State, helped out with softball. Then I left there and went to St. Paul's College. And also Virginia State, I forgot, I was the first bowling coach. And I did that for 3 years. So I was at St. Paul from 2004 to 2011. And then unfortunately, they lost the accreditation in 2011. And in 2013, they shut the entire school down. So after the 2011 school year, maybe I went to fellow Willard Bailey. He's a Hall of Fame football coach. So I became the assistant athletic director and softball and volleyball coach at the University of Lynchburg. And in 2013, there, the first HBCU ever to make it to the USCAA Small College in America championship, and we finished 5th that year.
Okay.
And then I left Lynchburg and restarted a softball program at Livingstone College. It's now the university, which is in Hawkins, Texas. So there is the All NEI program. And then I left in 2019. I was the head softball coach at Luna Community College in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Okay.
But like I said, I've been around the softball all my life. 2007 to 2010, I was on NCAA Regional Softball Committee. 2009, I was CIAA Coach of the Year at St. Paul's. And then I've been all over this country took over sports softball. And then it's currently my 3rd year at Livingstone.
And coach, not only do you coach softball for Livingstone, you're also the bowling coach, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I thought I saw you out there at a couple lanes.
Yeah, so yeah, actually I have two 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 bowling championships at Virginia State, and I've also been a bowling championship for St. Paul College too. So I've been, yeah, time management is very important, but I've grown up in a structure that I can do multiple sports at one time. Keeps me busy.
I see. I see. And Livingstone College is located in Salisbury, North Carolina, correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's correct. We're probably roughly about an hour from Greensboro and 45 minutes from Charlotte.
Okay.
And also, we're the area's um, birthplace of Black college football. It was here at Livingstone against Brother College. Is now Johnson C. Smith University,
Oh wow, I didn't know that. I did not know
and
that.
that was in 1897.
Okay, so that's how Johnson C. Smith was established.
I don't know when it was established, but I just know that the game was played in the front lawn on our campus in 18. Livingstone was started in 1879.
Okay. And can you tell me, last year, when it came to the softball, it didn't fare the way you guys wanted it. How are you looking this year? Did you have a lot of seniors that left last year? Do you have a new group that's
Well,
coming in for
last
this
year
year?
it was a blessing in disguise, because when I came over to Livingstone,
I'm
I
sorry,
was
I'm
taking no
sorry,
program
I'm s-
in
Coach.
transition.
I'm sorry, Coach Wallace. Your audio is a little
Uh,
distorted. Your audio is a little distorted. Can you back up? Just back up a little bit.
okay.
Yeah, you're good right there at that
Yeah, I can do
range.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we're good. I
Okay,
think it
so
was
when
as you were
I
leaning
came to
in.
Livingstone, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay, okay. So on the team, so I took the program 3 years ago. I didn't really have a set team in place because I got hired a week before school started.
Okay.
So that first year was a transition year for me. So I had other student athletes from the different sports. So last year was my first recruiting class.
Okay.
So I I had 15 players in my team last year, but 13 of the 15 are back, and 15 are back this year.
Wow.
And I had a young lady in my team, Alani Brown, was CIAA pitcher of the week. I had CC Bulla, and she's from the Web up the way, Maryland.
Okay.
She was CIAA member of the CIAA rookie team.
Okay.
So, and towards the end of the season, I was starting 7 and 2 sophomore. Team counts for distance, maybe about the fifth game of the season.
So, I apologize, Coach. We're the audio is going in and out again. It sounds
Okay.
like a transformer.
I don't know.
So, like right there when you're talking, it's like at that volume, it doesn't give a distortion to it. It sounds like you might be in an open area, so it's distorting the sound. So,
I'm in the class. I'm in the classroom right now. Let's move.
okay. No,
You need me to
we
move?
can go
I'll
ahead.
move somewhere else.
Maybe we could try a different location. And as
Okay.
and as
All right.
coaches, as coaches move into a different location, just want to highlight that he was saying that when he came on, they didn't really even have a team. That he had to recruit all his players. So that was new. I never knew that. And we want to go ahead and bring coach back in. Oh, okay, coach.
Is this any better?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir. That's better.
Is this better?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was. Coach, can you hear me?
Getting back.
I do apologize. We appear to be having some sound technical difficulties, but Coach is getting back. We're just waiting for Coach to get back with us. Okay, Coach.
This any better?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see my hand? This better?
Yes, sir. So you were saying when you came on, you had to recruit the team?
Well, I didn't have any, due to graduation and COVID hit Livingstone hard, they didn't need recruiting for softball players in place. Wow. And I basically had to take with the cards I dealt with. And I had other coaches, and being that I'm in part of softball a long time, I was able to get a few young ladies on campus, but my first recruiting class was last year. I brought in a class of maybe 10, 11 players my first year. That second year, and then this year, I brought in 10 freshmen in a transfer. I'm currently on my roster. I went to 5 players when I initially started at Livingstone. So now we have a roster perspective this spring. We'll have 24 players by January.
Wow. Congratulations. That's tremendous. Like for you, basically, you started from scratch, literally.
Yeah. But typically most of the programs that I've worked with, I had to do the same thing. So you have to put energy, you have to put life and energy in your program. And then being that I've coached select, I've coached at the NAI level, I've coached at the junior college level. Actually, 2 of my young ladies that played for me recently in my school in Texas, one of them just became a head coach at the NAI school, HBCU Jarvis Christian, she played for me in 2016. And I have another one that just started her first year as a head coach at the Division III school, Howard Payne in Brownwood, Texas. So I use my professional relationships and other things that I do to build my program. And then I have young ladies, like I do work with Major League Baseball with the RBI program, with the Orioles, with the Nationals. I have young ladies that's with my team that's from a freshman. She's from the Houston team that I had quite a few kids play for me in the past. Yes. And then I also have a young lady from Compton, California. And I got another young lady that's an RBR pro Major League Baseball. She's from Cincinnati Reds program. That helps that you can promote, getting the idea out there that young ladies can play the sport and coming from field is very important.
Absolutely. And you said something that's very important, is that the quality of young women can play the sport dominantly. And I mean, the passion that I see in the young women is tremendous. You know, when you talk about your resources and the advantages of that, being able to field the team, talk about the expectations that you have on the team this year, now that you're and with 24 players, I think you said 10 freshmen. Are you looking for the veterans to be more of spokespersons to those younger players coming in this year?
Well, my motto is all hands on deck. Everybody on the team has a role, regardless of what your position is on the field. And also, you have to get it done in the classroom, and you got to be the student of the game. So my motto is, they kid on me all the time, the same energy that they put on the TikTok, because you love that TikTok, you have to love the sport, and you got to put the light of innocence. You're happy, you always have to put your best foot forward all the time. So now having the numbers, for instance, I have 6 pitchers on my roster. My first year, I barely had 1. So I got kids that's played in high levels select organizations. I have young ladies on my team. One she's from the inner city of Baltimore, but her second year, you would never know that being around good people makes a difference. They had that Kobe mentality, that Mamba, the Kobe mentality. If you're around, like LeBron's a great player. I'm gonna use the rationale for basketball, but being around LeBron every day, it's gonna rub off. Being around good or better players. So everybody has, and even as a coach, I just came back from the National Fast Pitch Coach Association in Dallas, Texas. I learned from the D1 coaches, and we got to learn from one another and build from within. When you build a foundation, it's better to start from the bottom and work your way to the top. So I'm like, we're gonna move, but we're gonna take baby steps along the way, because as new individuals, you're gonna have growing pains.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you talk about that, you know, iron sharpens iron. You know, everybody has a role, all hands on the pile. And that's and for you to say, to know that now that you didn't really have a picture last year until you have a 6 this year is tremendous.
Yeah, because you have to take it like a job. You got to have a passion. You got to take it like a job. You got to have a job approach to anything that you do. You have to set standards and expectations. Am I going to meet all my goals this year? No, not. But I could see the difference from this year. And we were last year with this young team I had. We were in position to make the CIAA tournament, and we came up a little short. Okay. So now they came with a better attitude and effort and say we were in every game. We were pushing other teams to the limits. We want to leave our mark in the conference, and we're coming. Like Dion said, we're coming. Lily at Livingstone, we're coming, and it's all athletic programs. We had to fight, but we are coming.
Listen, shout out, and that's a shout out to all CIAA. Livingstone is coming. You heard it here first on Pits and Push Sports Talk Radio. But what you said something that was so intriguing, that you guys were in every fight last year, and you had to build that roster from the bottom up. It sounds a lot about you as a leader and as a coach.
Yeah, it's all about relationships. It's all about relationships. I'm a seasoned coach. Like I said, I know individuals and organizations, and I can take the talent. I'm like a surgeon. I can find talent, but see, you can have all the talent in the world, but you got to be able to develop the talent you have. Some of my methods might be a little different sometimes because I'm old school. Because you got to remember, when I first started, pitching rubber is not like it was, and other things. We didn't have all these agility ladders. Certain things we have today. I use hula hoops in practice. I use traditional means. When I was in Texas, we would pull tires, and I do little things traditional out the box that you have to do. The old school way it works. So I try to incorporate the old, but incorporate the new to make it work.
Absolutely. And if you can, Coach, can you talk about moving to the 2025 HBCU Softball Challenge? Can you talk about the importance of this, of the game and your experience last year and what you look for from your team this year?
Honestly, I mean, when you get black college, anything, SWAC and MEAC or CIAA, SIC, you're getting the excellence, the best of the best in best of both worlds. Yeah. We had a young lady that's on my team now to come watch us play from Florida just to attend the HBCU, and now she's part of my program. But one of the reasons why she chose our program, she liked our energy. Our energy. We didn't win the game, but we played the way the game's supposed to play, and we played the game all the way to the end, and we competed. Absolutely. And actually, the game that she came, we were down and came back to beat the team in the last inning. So it's good because CIAA is one of the oldest historical conference in 1912, and I want to say that SIAC might have been 1913.
Talk about your experience last year.
We are at the forefront, the best kept secrets. We just hadn't been seen in the real world. We hadn't been seen yet. So the talent is there. You don't have to play it. The ladies can play at the D1 level. They could play at the Oklahomas and some of the other words, but they just don't have the resource. And a lot of times, like I have a friend of mine, so folks don't know, I have 40 young ladies that are playing in college that I've played for me, select, or gave them lessons to, and all part of an organization in Texas in a relationship, Texas Strike Force, and Susan Martin. And she started her organization because that we were not seeing. The kids on the organizations were not seeing, even though they had the talent to compete. But if you're not seeing, and I'm old school, I go to high school games and other things. So I'm ecstatic. And then my family is from Spartanburg, South Carolina. Actually, Union, South Carolina. So that's like the home for me. Like I said,
so you have home field advantage.
Yeah, I feel like I got a home. And then we're not too far from Salisbury and Charlotte. We're right there. Sometimes you're trying to get that home cooking.
What are your expectations for this year's 2025 HBCU Softball Challenge? And you have some new teams that joined in.
I believe that we're going to at least 5. I want to say we're going to be 5. We're going to be competitive. We're going to put the best product on the field. We're going to put on a show. We're going to try to bring it. Because I don't want anything easy. I told Coach Powell, I want to play the best. I want to be the best because like when you have a season and anything you do, you have to have a process.
Yeah.
It's the end of the product is going to be the end of the year when we're competing in our senior day could be the day that when we play another HBCU, our conference, Charlotte University, we should be competing for a spot in the CIAA playoffs on our home field at home April 26th.
Absolutely.
So they better bring it because we're going to bring it. And it's not just us, just at Livingstone. All the other teams are going to do the best. And like I said, other teams, I wish all the teams the best of luck. But there's going to be a winner. It's going to be a loser. And this is a coach here, Coach Stinson. He said, why we play the game if you don't keep score? We got to keep score. Shout out to Coach Stinson.
It has to be one winner, and it has to be one winner with several losers.
Huh?
I said in this situation, there's one winner and several losers.
Yeah, like I said, I told you we're coming. So my expectation is we're going to be 500 or better in the tournament.
Let's go. And
especially with a young team.
And I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm very ecstatic for this year's softball challenge because, between yourself, Coach Zadeja from Lincoln, Coach Holly from Bluefield, it is rightfully yours to claim that the CIAA belongs to your institution.
Right. So I'm a CIAA graduate, so at Virginia State. So CIAA for life. I was the winner. I've been around with it. And I'm going to keep winning.
Yes, sir.
I want to be the elite. And like I told you, I've been CIAA Coach of the Year in 2009. My goal is this year, and it's not about me. It's a product of my institution and the young ladies that I coached on my team.
Yes, sir. Well, Coach Wallace, I appreciate you for taking this time to join me. I look forward to seeing you in February. I look forward to getting the up close and personal interview as that weekend is unfolding. I appreciate your energy. I love the passion, and you gave me a new nugget. I had no idea that you built that team from scratch. That was very interesting, and to see the fight that your team had, it showed a lot.
And then, like I said, my mark on my teams are I improve from year to year. So we won more games, 7 more games. We've won 8 games more than my first year going into my third year than starting off. So every year I improve. So I project myself, we're going to win 15 to 20 games this year.
Wow. I appreciate this. Coach Wallace, you are my first interview for tonight. After you, I have Albany State and Benedict, and I can't wait to see with them two. Now I'm going to press some buttons and say, listen, Coach Wallace done already put the shot out there to the CIAA. Watch out for for Livingstone. Do not sleep on Livingstone. Please be aware. I'm telling you now, so when it happens, there are no surprises.
Okay.
But I appreciate you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you on Salisbury.
I appreciate you talking with giving me an opportunity. And like I said, hey, softball is a sport that you're going to love. Yeah, I love it.
Absolutely. Listen, man, stay tuned. We got more coming to you. We got Albany State University softball coach. We got Benedict University softball coach. Listen, it's going down. HBCU Softball Challenge 2025. Coach Steve Wallace, Livingstone College. Thank you very much for joining us, sir.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Yes, sir.